Alright, so most of you guys know that I got the Old Town Sportsman 106 Minn Kota. And so far I'm really liking the kayak. I did a whole video on it on my first impressions. Still in the process of getting opinions on what I would change and stuff like that, but it's mostly little stuff. But one big thing that has really been bothering me is the transducer mount on the bottom. And I use Garmin fish finders. I don't really think it matters which fish finder you use because the transducer is not protected well enough. And if you're sliding it onto something like a shop cart, which is kind of what I built right here, because of the way the hole's shaped to protect that transducer, it always gets caught. Or if you're trying to roof rack it or truck bed rack it, you're gonna get it caught. And I've hung my transducer a few times, luckily didn't break it or damage it. And that's with me being careful not to do that, and I was still doing it. So that's been my one big hang up with this kayak, my one big annoyance. There'll be a few more little stuff in the review, but all in all, it's a pretty good kayak. Thanks to Navarre Kayak Fishing, I was able to fix that big annoyance I had with the transducer. So I'm gonna show you guys what I bought from him and how it works and what it looks like on the bottom of the hull. And let's hop into that right now. Okay, so here we go underneath the hull here. And as you can see, there is the transducer. This is where the mount goes normally, right here. And you would mount that on this plate right here. So what I've done is bought the Navarre Kayak Fishing Garmin transducer scupper mount, and it sucks it up right up into this recessed area as close as you can get it to the scupper. And basically how that installs is right here. So you have these two little round plates that suck into the scupper mount, and this allows the wire to come through so you can run it into your through hole. The bottom one just has 3 screws and it mounts to the factory Garmin. I think it has 5 screws on it, but this mount does the first 3 at the front of the transducer. And basically just runs this bolt up through. You feed this black piece on top and that catches the top and acts as like a big washer for the scupper so it doesn't pull through. And I think these little drain holes are for water to drain out through the scupper too. And then you just put a wing nut on it. So I'll give you guys a closer look. But yeah, so no more banging my transducer or catching it on my truck bed rack or this cart that I built in the garage when I'm pulling it, loading it, unloading it. And when you're going over rocks and stuff, it's going to be a lot more protected under that than if it was just hanging off that mount right there. So I'm going to put a link in the video description to Navarre Kayak Fishing website to that actual product. And on that page, you'll be able to order, and there's a video on how it installs, and go take a look. And if you have, I think it works with any of the Old Towns, but I do want to confirm that it does work with the Old Town 106 Minn Kota. But yeah, other than that, I'm loving this thing. The lithium battery has really made a difference. I'm bringing you guys a paddleability video. And basically, I've paddled it once before. I didn't shoot anything while I was paddling, but it paddles just fine. And the rudder works great when you're just kind of fighting the wind and stuff like that. Or if you're in current, like say you're floating a river, works great. But I'll save all that for that video, and then I'm going to have a review of this kayak sometime next couple months. I want to get a thorough opinion of this before I throw up a review. Not just some first impressions and call it a review. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out that product. It's definitely worth the $25 or $30, whatever it is. And I'll see you guys in the next one.